Welcome to another Ali Hazelwood reading vlog. At this point, I have at least 3 reading vlogs, maybe even more than that. No, I think that it's 3. But that's okay because Ali Hazelwood is one of my favorite authors. So today I almost said March. It's not March. It's May 27th, which means that the new Ali Hazelwood book is out, which is so exciting. It's called Problematic Summer Romance, and it's the second book in the Not in Love series. Not in Love is this one. I actually also read it in a reading vlog. I actually did not love this book. Some things in this book were a tiny bit frustrating, but I'm pretty sure that I actually said it in my reading vlog that I was more interested in some of the side characters in this book rather than the main characters. And would you look at that? The second book is about the side characters in this book, so 2 of the side characters. So Problematic Summer Romance is about Eli's sister and Eli's best friend and work partner, and I'm so excited about it because it's an 8-cap romance. It's vacation in Italy. I think that they're going for these characters' wedding, and I am so excited. It's gonna feel so summery. I am gonna start it later on because right now I need to go to university, but after that I don't have anything else for the rest of the week. Actually, a little like get to know my love for Ali Hazelwood, I guess, is one of my favorite authors. I have read every single one of her books. I have read the novellas, I have listened to the audiobook. Essentially, if Ali Hazelwood has written anything and it's out in the world, I have read it. Out of all of the books, I have given 4 of them 5 stars. Actually, the only book that I didn't love was this one, so I'm hoping that Problematic Summer Romance is not gonna be also a dud.
Don't you know how I adore you? You spin me.
I am like 35% through the book, which is page 133. How many pages is the whole thing? It's 400 pages. I don't know, I'm just trying to understand how I should be feeling, which sounds dumb, I know. What I mean by that is I don't really have any strong thoughts. So far, nothing has happened, which is kind of disappointing. But I don't know. I'm enjoying the writing. Obviously, I have read 130 pages in one sitting, but I feel like there's so many miscommunications. We could just resolve everything, even though we're not being told everything. I don't know. I'm so confused about my feelings so far. I feel like if you were to ask me right now what is my potential rating for the book, I would genuinely say that I don't know. I'm loving the summery vibes. I think that this is definitely like a great summer book. Obviously, it has summer in the title. It really reminds me of Italy and something just random. I'm from Greece. I live in Greece. I am Greek, obviously, and there are like some mentions of Greeks because they're going to some ruins, like they're going to the Greek theater. I don't know why, but the fact that Ali Hazelwood knows about Greece that sounds so dumb, but you know, like she knows about Greece, so obviously she knows about me. I know that that doesn't make any sense, but it's nice to see yourself sort of being talked about from one of my favorite authors. I'm guessing that Ali Hazelwood just wants to do the foundation down because starting the book I was kind of scared that I wouldn't know anything about the characters, because yes, I know the gist of everything from the previous book, but I remember the characters, that's what I mean, but I don't really know them. So I think that Ali Hazelwood right now is doing a pretty good job of showing us their history, but at the same time it's kind of like a very slow job. I wouldn't mind if we just up the pace a bit. I am having faith and I'm hoping that there's a reason why we're getting so many details of the past. I am probably gonna keep reading a tiny bit. I am in a past chapter right now. I'm hoping that we're gonna get more details about the present timeline and that the past chapters are really just gonna stop existing pretty soon. I am 286 pages in, so 73% through the book. I don't have any battery left. And we're back. It's a couple of hours later. I wanted to give you an update. I obviously have not finished it, but I'm really close to finishing it. I have 30% left. Actually thinking about it, I have over 100 pages left. I wanted to say that I am enjoying it. I am still not really attached to the characters. I care about them while I'm reading it. I am enjoying it. I'm having fun. I do want to keep going. But at the same time, I don't think that it's anything that's gonna stick with me, which is so sad. I don't know what is going on. Ali Hazelwood is experimenting with her writing, which is great. Love that for her. But I feel like the last books that she has come out with, I haven't loved necessarily. For example, Not in Love, Deep End, and now A Problematic Summer Romance. I think that those are her last releases. Obviously she had the novellas that came out. I think that she had 2 novellas that came out in the last year, and I didn't enjoy those, but I think that those were more similar with the first books that she released. I'm not saying that I'm not liking these books. If you have seen my Deep End reading vlog, I did give that book 4.5 stars, but they're just not the same. I still believe that they're good books. It's just they're not hitting as much as Love Theoretically or The Love Hypothesis or even Check and Mate or Bride, which is a book that I read pretty recently and I am obsessed with it. It's one of my 5-star reads. Before I read Bride, I was kind of wondering if maybe Ali Hazelwood's writing wasn't for me anymore, but then I picked up Bride and I realized that no, I still love the writing. No matter the book, I still love Ali Hazelwood's writing. That, I don't think that that's gonna change anytime soon. Not in Love, my biggest issue was the fact that everyone around us seemed to know one huge information, something very important. Something would happen every single time that they went to say it to our female main character, and that was frustrating to me. And that was so annoying to me. Deep End, one of the side characters, which honestly it was more so like a main character, was so annoying and was there for no reason. I think that I would have maybe even given that book 5 stars if that character was not even there. And with this one, I'm having some issues. First of all, I feel like they're talking about their age gap so much and it's kind of, I'm over it. I get it. You're 15 years older than her, but I'm just over the fact that he keeps saying the same thing again and again and again. I feel like now we're finally getting to a point that I'm starting to kind of see them being together. I am kind of conflicted on how I feel because the thing is, it has the potential to be so good. It had the potential to be so good, but something is not hitting. And I think that that's essentially what is happening with the last books from Ali Hazelwood that I have read. Not in Love, Deep End had the same issue. They could be really good, but something about them was not doing it for me. When the book is so close to being amazing, but it's not because one simple thing, it's kind of frustrating, you know? I think that I will have to finish it and then just sit with it and think about it for a minute. There are things about this book that I like. I feel like I'm being very negative about it. I do like this book, okay? There are things, our main character, for example, there are small things he notices about her and tries to help her and tries to comfort her. He's very soft with her. But yeah, and also this is a very slow burn. Like I said, I am 70 something% through the book and we still have not really seen them together. Obviously they have had their moments, but they're definitely nowhere near being together. So if you like a slow burn, maybe also give this a chance. But yeah, I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna sit and think about it for a minute to kind of understand my feelings about it, and then I'm gonna let you know how I feel about it. I have officially finished the book. I think I'm gonna give it 3 stars. It wasn't my favorite, obviously. I think that, yeah, it's definitely like my least favorite book by Ali Hazelwood, which is so sad. It's so disappointing because the plot seemed really interesting and I still think that it's very interesting. It's just, it didn't really work for me. And I was trying to sit down and think what were my issues with the book. One of them was definitely the fact that we're talking about an age gap romance, which is all fine and dandy. She's 23, he is 38. So for me, it's definitely not an issue necessarily. But when you're trying to show me that they are compatible and they work well together, I cannot have the female main character acting like a child. She was acting like she was 15 years old. At some points, yeah, she was mature, but then how she was acting with him, she was acting like a child, and I didn't like that. Also, he was kind of frustrating. He would never truly explain the reasons why, and then at the same time, he would constantly be saying the same thing. Oh, I'm older than you. Oh, it's the power dynamic. I get it, but we already said it. We don't need to say it multiple times. I do think that we needed to say it once, but the rest, like, I don't know, 20 times that we said it was not needed. And then at the same time, something that's actually kind of confusing because I have never had an issue like that, the whole them not being together, actually like him denying everything, denying his feelings for her, to him saying I love you, it was kind of like a switch. It happened kind of not fast because obviously it happened at the end of the book, but it happened very suddenly, and I'm like, why? I would have loved to see throughout the book him understanding that they could be together, but we didn't see that. And then I didn't like the flashbacks. Not the flashbacks, I guess they were just chapters set in the past timeline. I didn't hate them. I definitely think that they showed us a bit what was their connection, their relationship, their dynamic, I guess. But I do think that at some point I just got over it, and I was hoping that they would be shorter but still saying what they said, but just not as many details. We didn't need it. We didn't need the details about the side characters of the past that were not even in their lives anymore, so we definitely did not need them. I am kind of disappointed, and I think that it definitely has to do with the fact that it's a book by Ali Hazelwood, because no matter how much I try, it's very hard to separate the author from the book. For example, if I were scrolling on my Kindle and I saw this book and I picked it up without knowing the author, I would actually be kind of excited about it. I would be like, yes, this is good. I would definitely like recommend it. I'm happy that I found it. But because it's from Ali Hazelwood, I'm very disappointed, because I know what an amazing book from Ali Hazelwood feels like. That being said, I do think that it was a very fun, easy book to read. I would definitely recommend it for summertime, especially if you don't mind an age gap. If you do mind an age gap, don't pick this book up, because it's not just an information that exists. They are talking about it constantly. So it's not something that you can overlook, I guess, if you don't like it. If you're looking for something deep, very just emotional, very serious, I guess, I wouldn't say pick this one up. I think this is definitely more so a rom-com and just a silly, goofy time. So yeah, this is now my least favorite book by Ali Hazelwood. If you're wondering what are my favorite ones, I would say Love Theoretically, then Checkmate, then Bride, then The Love Hypothesis. Then I would put actually Deep End, maybe, then Love on the Brain, then all of the novellas actually that she has written. So the Love to Love You bind up, the Cruel Winter with You novella that she has, and then the other one which is on audio only, I don't remember the name of it. And then at the bottom I would probably put Not in Love, and then Problematic Summer Romance, which is sad, but it is what it is. It's fine. Let me know if you have read it. I'm really curious to see how people will feel about it. I think that it's gonna have very mixed reviews. So yeah, I hope you like this video, and I hope that I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
You give me butterflies when you smile.